Israel is an ethnic melting pot of cultures, religions, and immigrants. As a result, the food scene in Israel is extraordinarily diverse, with a very high standard. 80% of Israelis are Jews, of whom more than half were born in Israel. But most of their parents, grandparents, or great-grandparents came to Israel from more than 120 countries, bringing with them foods, recipes, and food traditions from 6 continents. The other 20% of non-Jewish Israelis have their own food traditions too. Israel is also a part of the Western world, and very little happens in Los Angeles, London, Tokyo, and Paris that doesn't find its way to Israel within a few weeks. Put all this together, and you have the ingredients for one of the most dynamic, fascinating, and delicious food scenes in the world. If you'd ask a 30-year Israeli what is the country's typical food, chances are the answer would be falafel, hummus, or couscous. But actually, Israel has it all, from hamburgers — Israel's first McDonald's opened in the 90s — to pizza and sushi. More sushi restaurants per capita in Tel Aviv than in any other city on earth, including Tokyo, to the cuisines of India and China, to some of the finest influences of Paris, Brussels, Lyon, Barcelona, and New York. The Israel food scene is utterly sophisticated and in step with the latest trends. Many of Israel's leading chefs have studied, prepped, apprenticed at some of the finest restaurants in the world. Now, let's see how these things are expressed through the various channels in which we operate. Type of restaurants in Israel is very diverse, ranging from prestigious chef restaurants to colorful street stalls. Most restaurants and food stalls are open non-stop from the morning until the late evening hours. Much of them even remain open until the small hours of the night. In the major cities, especially Tel Aviv, you can find something to eat at any hour of the day or night. Cafe life is major in Israel, with sidewalk cafes throughout every city and town. They offered a varied menu of food and drinks. Israelis often sit in cafes for hours over a cup of coffee. One of the Israeli favorites is Café Afo, upside-down coffee, a combination of cappuccino and latte. US-style coffee bars are more and more common in Israel, with one Israeli chain now with 2 stores in New York. Hotels in Israel serve very large meals and offer a huge variety of dishes, as no other place in the world. You can always find a giant buffet of vegetables, salads, cheese, eggs, smoked fish, breads, pastries, yogurts, cereals, fruit, and more. For the local guests, it's commonplace. But for tourists who come from abroad and meet this phenomenon, it's very surprising. In most workplaces in Israel, it is common to offer employees subsidized catering solution. Israeli diner is very spoiled and got used to receive each day a range of over 7 main dishes to choose from, a wide range of side dishes, and a huge salad bar. The variety of food channels out of home, the huge diversity of food types, the constant desire of the operators to innovate, and the fact that the Israeli diner is very picky makes our task more challenging, but on the other hand opens up more opportunities for products and services. Israel is a small country, but when it comes to food, Israel is definitely a culinary powerhouse. We hope you enjoy the visit and from the food experience that Israel has to offer.